Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use that. And if you are a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for. So grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. We have just been busy. It is Monday night now. I recorded this earlier and realized I didn't hit the pause button and recorded a whole entire conversation with a client of mine. Needless to say, based on my editing skills, which we all know is I'm going to give myself a 1. On a scale of 1 to 10, my editing skills are about a 1. So it was just really easier for me to say, let's delete that and re-record. And so here we are. So this last week I worked. It was Easter. We got lots of goodness going on. I also got an invitation to be one of 8 lawyers in the entire state of Michigan to go through a seminar tomorrow to learn how to do appellate work. One of the things that I love about KG Law and the business that I am growing is that I specialize in some very niche areas of law. I am one of the few attorneys in the state who can handle an IEP situation at a school or a 504 and the violations therein and filing a lawsuit and things with the state. And going through those hearings. I understand the process. I have staff in place to help with that as well. I've trained people to help to do things. So that's a really niche area that many people don't do. And so the other part of me starting to do appellate work is that it's all court appointed, so it's state paid. So I'm not chasing money, which, hallelujah, praise Jesus. I hate doing that part of the business. But on a month where, say, retainers are low or business is kind of slow, which is going to happen. I mean, that's just the nature of realistically, if you're really with your numbers, every business has slow times. Now, how long they last is the critical motion. I have, businesses, I've built rapport with a few attorneys now where I can handle their overflow. I can stand in the gap for them. And they've come to rely on me, and I'm part of their team now, an integral part of one company's team, and getting cases from him. And he will send me as much or as little as I want to take on, which is great. Appellate work will also stand in that gap too, so that if I'm having a slow month, I can say to the state, hey, send me a case or two. If I'm overwhelmed, say, hey, I can't take a case right now. And so that's a really good thing. The other thing is I found out that my internship, it's not my internship, the intern that I offered the space for, has accepted the position. So now it's ramping up to get her set up, get her a company computer, just because I feel more secure about that. Am I the only one who feels weird? Like, if she's going to be doing work for my clients, I want it on my systems, and so I should supply her a computer. Most of my systems are cloud-based. Our billing system is cloud-based, those kinds of things. So we got to do that. I'm super excited. I've already got a few things lined up for her to start working on, as well as other people to start having her meet other lawyers. Like me, she will be a first generation lawyer, so that's really hard for a lot of us to break into the legal field. It's not impossible, but certainly, like, when you're a first generation lawyer, you don't have those contacts to fall back on. You haven't been raised to hang out with lawyers. You haven't been raised, like, your family doesn't have a law firm for you to just automatically step into and have experience. So I'm really looking forward to, if nothing else, being able to share some of that connection with, and build her skills and things like that. And like I said, I think based on her writing samples and things that she sent me, um, and her personality, I think she's going to be a great fit for me and really going to help push some things forward and get some stresses off my plate, which is obviously the goal, part of the goal. And I think I'm hoping she's going to have a great learning experience. And maybe she'll stay on. I don't know. Who knows? We'll just take it one day at a time. Um, so, did I buy anything? I don't have anything to show you. I have, I take that back. I do. I have something to show you. Um, my friend Kim, I talk about her often. She's a snitch stitcher here on Flosstube and on Instagram. Okay, y'all know I love my pickles. Pickles and tacos and biking. And my Jeep. Like, really and truly. And dogs. And cats. Animals in general. I'm probably going to die petting the wrong animal. Think it's a friend. He's not probably going to be a friend. Anyways, I digress. Squirrel. She sent me these. They're positive pickle affirmations. How cute are these? Look at. He's a little pickle. So today, I pulled out, because today's affirmation is, let's have fun. Let's have fun. So we had a little, listen, dealing with people is stressful sometimes when you're in the work arena. And, when you've got 50,000 things on your plate, it's stressful. So let's have fun. And we did today. So I have been chugging away on the WIPCO things. Now, I will say that it has been easier, for those of you who are not familiar with WIPCO, it is the brainchild of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And she's Jessie Marie Does Stuff on Flosstube and Instagram. Hold, please. Okay. So it is the brainchild of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And so it's kind of like bingo. And so this year, Kim and I, not only, we filled our board with people, our friends. And not all of my friends are stitchy friends. Some of them are just really close personal friends. My stitchy friends are personal friends too. That doesn't sound right. But they're non-stitchy friends. I don't know how else to describe it. They're just friends. My board is filled with friends. And each month when she pulls a number, the person that is in that square gets to pick a whip. And then also like a personal enrichment. It can be a goal or something to help myself, my family, or my business grow. And so it's been really interesting to see what people pick for me. And it's kind of funny because most of them have had to do with really self-care, what people call self-care. And I think I've always kind of been turned off by that term. I'm never gonna be the girl who's gonna go enjoy yoga, unless yoga includes screaming and beer, and then maybe I'll enjoy it and some good music. But I'm not gonna be the yoga person who's like and stretching. That's not me. Okay. So one of my people for this month is Carrie, and Carrie is she's actually a sorority sister. Not the same chapter, but she's an Alpha Gamma Delta, and I love that. Love that. I love my sisterhood. So she's also a fellow Michigan person that I met at StitchCon, my first StitchCon, and I think she's amazing. And what's funny is, like, so many things in common, and yet we're totally different people too. But anyways, I digress. Carrie's an amazing person, needless to say. And she's the DNA craft geek, both on Flosstube and on Instagram. And Carrie was one of my pulls, and her challenge for my personal thing was to go get a massage. Now, I had just had one towards the end of last month, And I booked another one because last week I actually had booked it before, and I tried to get in again, an extra one in this last week, and couldn't get schedules to collide with my person. And but like my shoulder last week was so stiff that I couldn't turn my neck at one point, and my wrist was hurting. And I was like, maybe I'm doing too much cross stitch. What am I doing? I don't know. And so I had my massage today, and I spent about almost 2 hours actually on the table with her. And um, y'all, like, I don't do the fluff and buff massages. I love that. If you love that, like, I love that for you. I want the deep pressure, the deep like grunt through, like you have, like knowing that they're hitting all those deep tissue, those deep muscles, the deep knots. And yeah, we did that today. It was a lot. It was intense. My hope is that I am doing them more regularly. That maybe one, I don't need them to be as long. But two, that my body is just gonna sort of like go, okay, we don't need to get so wackadoodle. So we'll see. We'll see. So, um, so I got my Stitchy Kindness. I did put it in order. I thought 1, 2, 3 got my heroic, Pidgeottis Plus heroic back in stock. So I hurried up and ordered the 2 pieces I need. Now the question becomes, hey Janet, I am totally blanking. I know that you will answer my question in the morning when I watch your Flosstube, but right now I'm blanking. You are working on, I think, Queen of Freedom. Lady. Hoping to get it done by the time she retires in July. And then I believe you are starting Queen of Peace. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I have now the fabric for Lady of the Flag, Queen of Freedom, Queen of Peace, Lady Justice. I am working on Lady Justice. I did a color conversion with the help of another stitcher named Abby. Abby Scudder, I think is her last name. We're not friends on Facebook, so yeah. And her help with that conversion, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. And you'll see that in a minute. So, Janet, are you starting the next queen, like the Queen of Freedom, for retirement? Because whatever it is, my goal is to have Lady Justice done, which would be my first Mirabilia that I've completed. I started Lady of the Flag, nixed her, gonna restart her soon, but on the heroic, and I actually am gonna do Lady of the Flag twice because I have different plans for her for the second conversion. But my hope is that I can get Lady Justice done by the time Janet graduates. By the time Janet graduates from her real job to her job to the next phase of her life. We're just gonna go with that. She graduates. She's retiring. Words are hard. So, when she retires and becomes even more magnificent and gets to tackle a new phase of life, which I'm so excited for here. Let me know, Janet, what queen are you starting when you get your queen done now? Okay. Anyways, I digress. Okay, so the other exciting news that I have to share is my dear friend John, who is a triathlete and lawyer in New York, him and his girl, they had a baby girl. He's such a butthead. They kept it secret. He had been married before and had some infertility issues with his wife then, and he's wanted a family for actually since I've known him, and has just been gutted about thinking that he would never be a dad. And had done infertility treatments with his ex-wife. They'd lost a pregnancy. Like it's been a rough road for him, and so they didn't tell really anybody. Right? Like Okay, here's the deal, my friends. If you are a friend of mine, like to the point where we talk on a regular basis, where, a million other things, right? That you are my Facebook friend, that I have your phone number at my phone, and we've talked on the phone regular, like on a semi-regular basis, that we've Zoom called, that we've race planned, that we've done like all these other things, right? And you are going to have a baby. You need to tell me because I need to be able to craft for your child. So now I have a double full problem. Now I have a baby who's here, and I have nothing made for said baby to send him because I didn't know said baby was on their way. And usually, like I do, like the flannel blankets and all of that. Well, I traditionally bought my baby flannel at Joann's. So now I gotta hurry up and get to Joann's in the next day or two and hope that they still have cute baby flannel. This is. So, yeah. Not happy. Thrilled to death that he has this baby girl. And they have named her after, her name is Emma, and she's named after an activist, which totally suits John. Like, I don't know his girlfriend, but that totally suits John. So I'm so excited for them. Absolutely just thrilled beyond belief. But need to get in some good sewing craft time. Thankfully, I already have a packet of onesies to go, and I think I have some of the cloth diapers to decorate. So hopefully Joann's. I mean, I sit pretty close to like 3 or 4 Joann's that are closing. So hopefully between them, I can get some cute flannel to do those. So I ordered the flannel, the fabric from 123 Stitch. It should be here soon, so I'll show you that next week. But it's not like you guys don't see it, like know what it looks like because I'm already stitching projects on it. Okay, so we're doing Stitching Survivor. Oh, my nose itches. That means I'm going to kiss a fool. That's the old wives' tale that I grew up knowing. Okay, I don't need to kiss a fool. Okay, so I've been working on catching up Survivor, both Australian and the US, and we're so close to being caught up. I am ecstatic, except for today's Monday night, and by Wednesday night, we'll have another episode drop. So, but it's only the one episode, which means unless an idol or an advantage is found or played, the most that will be stitching, if they have a reward, immunity, and elimination, the most that will add to my any project is 700 stitches total. So that's manageable. That's really a Saturday afternoon. Okay, so first up that I've gotten caught up for Survivor Stitching is the Self-Love Sampler by Birdie's Crossing. It's commonly being referred to now as the Damn I'm Beautiful sale. It's being called that because this center medallion here says Damn I'm Beautiful. Oh, and the more it's getting done, the more I love it. I'm doing it on 18 count oatmeal Ada. I want to say it's fiddler, like it was billed as fiddler's cloth, but I feel like it's really just oatmeal Ada. And as I say, it's 18 count. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's more like 16 count. Whatever. It's okay. Whatever it is, it's oatmeal. And I'm just doing basic DMC, except for I do have like a coppery gold colored diamond, and this is the satin white. Lizzie, lady, lay down and take a nap, girlfriend. Hold please while I get the dog under control as best as I can. Okay. So as of right now, it's all cut up. I'm nearing 50%, which makes me a little concerned, but I've measured and measured and measured, and it's supposed to be big enough. I think I still have 2 or 3 players playing for this piece. So we will definitely see this some more, and that's okay. All right, next up, I got my bottom folk embroidery caught up as well. Um, we're nearing 75% done. We're super close. It has one player left playing for it. This is just an off-white Ada. I believe this may be an 18 count. It could be a 16 count. I think it's 18 count. My two main colors are 310 by DMC and 646 DMC. And then I'm just filling in with other DMC. Like as I pull them kind of thing. So got a lot of work done over here to get those stitches caught up. There's a squirrel that goes in here. I need to pull a brown for. So yeah, we're getting there. Like I said, I still have one more player on the board in the game playing for it. That's getting done this year. So even if my player gets knocked out, you likely will still see that here, like, so that we get that done. Okay, next up. This also has one more player still playing for it, thank goodness. Because I'm super close to getting that third page finished, which is amazing. Because I think I was just finished. I finished the first page right as like that first week or so. I think I finished the first page this year. I know for sure page 2 got finished this year for Stitching Survivor. This is Buffet-O-Mat by Unconventional Cross Stitch. It is a total of 399,000 stitches. I am not quite at 5%. I'm getting closer to getting to 5%, but I'm like 4.17 or 4.27%. But we're all caught up. This is for my friend John, who just had the baby. So I need something. Okay, so this is Buffet-O-Mat. Obviously, we're familiar with what it looks like, I hope, by now. I need a baby stitch that's sort of that same goth vibe, punk vibe. Probably more punk than goth. Or maybe something about powerful women. Something. So that I can add that to the present as well. But, oh, it's looking so good. So this is the third page goes like right here. So it's like the demon's head, and there's a little bit still in each of the ears. But, oh, the confetti makes it so much worth it when you pull it back and look at it. When you're stitching it, it's a pain. But when you pull back and you look at it, you're like, oh, yes. Yes. And that will probably be the thumbnail that Facebook suggests, or that YouTube suggests. Okay, next up, dog. Okay, next up is my team. It was a team green piece. I think this is another one where I have 2 or 3 people still playing for this. It's my Wizard of Oz piece. This will be a gift. Whoop, I think I just dropped my floss. I don't know. This is a 28 count ivory even weave. One moment. It will be a gift, so hopefully we'll get it done this year. That is my hope. There's still a bunch more characters, and this 1/1 is kind of killing me. I did the center 2/2. I still have some back stitching and beads to go in there, but Mr. Cowardly Lion just needs his back stitch and his face filled in. So if one of the players that's still playing for this piece got eliminated this week. That, not that I'm hoping that that happens. I'm not. That would fill in his. That would finish him. Because that would be 300 stitches. So that would finish him. And probably start the next character. I know. Crazy. Okay. One more piece left. And as you guessed, I'm sure, based on our prior conversation, next up, this is the piece that I still owe 1,700 stitches to get it caught up. That's what I'm hoping by Wednesday. I don't know that we're going to get all 1,700 in there, but we're certainly going to get fair. Here's the other part of that. I think that anytime you stitch with a metallic floss, you should get credit for 2 stitches for every 1 stitch you do. I said what I said. Because that's a beast. I am doing the Kreinik as I go along. I'm not doing the back stitching, and I'm not doing the beads. Other than that, we're doing the Kreinik, we're doing the, yeah. This is Lady Justice by Mirabilia with a conversion. Oh, she's so pretty. So I got, this is her shoulder. So I can actually start putting her head in there. Her neck and head. I'm kind of tempted to, part of me really wants to get her face in. Just so that she's not like the headless Lady Justice. Although lately, okay, I'm going to keep my commentary on that to myself. Justice is blind. Or it's supposed to be. So the question is, do I go ahead and do her face since I'm up here already? Or do I start working, fill in and go down and then do the rest of the dress and the sash first? Sometimes I just stitch where I want, I just pull the color I want. Because the other part of me just really wants to come back over here and finish the purple sashes. The purple ribbon. So who knows where we'll go. But we have 1,700 stitches. And I still have players playing for her. And then once I get her caught up, I can go back and get my 2 pieces that are idle, my idle piece for Australia Survivor. So for idols or advantages, I still owe it. He Tends His Flock, which is also a gift for a friend. I owe that 1,300 stitches, and then my idol advantage piece for the American Survivor I owe is Courage by Praiseworthy Designs, and I owe that 1,600. So, like I said, tomorrow, what is nice, though, they had decided that we can zoom in tomorrow. So I don't have to drive to Lansing, which is a huge benefit to me. Wednesday, I'm down in federal bankruptcy court. Lizzie! 1 moment. Okay. So Wednesday we're at bankruptcy court. I don't remember where I am Thursday and Friday. I don't know. That's so far away. I did get a new chair for my office desk, so that's rather exciting. I know, not very. Bella's with me now. She's taking care of the dog, so the dog doesn't. Oreo learned the sign for cheese.
And now he harasses Mom for Baby Bells.
And now and his preference is Baby Bell cheese. So not only is he learning sign, he's learning to be bougie. So bougie dog likes Baby Bells, and if you sign cheese, he will automatically sit for you. He will sit and wait for you to give him a bite of Baby Bell cheese, which I find absolutely hysterical. Other than that, I don't really have a whole lot going on. If you have any ideas for the birth, just for a cute, simple cross stitch to send them with some receiving blankets and things that I do, that I whip up and sew up, that would be fantastic. Other than that, it's all good. So, we will talk to you later. So, what in the world?
Me throwing something. It was a toy.
Remember, you are smart. You are beautiful. You are cherished. You are strong. Actually, that's brave. You're brave. Could be either. Depends. You are loved. You are needed. You are wanted. And remember, mostly, you matter. So with that, I will talk to you guys next week. If you need me, feel free to reach out to me and we'll talk. With that, bye y'all.